Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a final checkout video of a really cool Telstar by Western Electric, better known as a 007 or James Bond telephone. And Kelly sent this in for her father, Joe, from Michigan. And we're going to do some final checks on this telephone. And in some earlier videos we showed what the problem was with this telephone. And basically what it came down to is the handset cords on these telephones. And I showed in an earlier video what you have to go through to just peel these little tiny cords apart to get the 4 conductors into another modular plug. And it's a very difficult situation. But the parts for these telephones are very hard to find, and these telephones went through a lot of cords, so there's not a lot of original stock left for these type of telephones. And basically, you know, the stuff is really hard to find, and this is a very sought after telephone. So just getting a telephone for parts would be, you know, not, I mean, you're just not going to find one. And if you did, you'd pay so much for it you wouldn't want to, you know, part it out or anything like that. So basically the parts are very hard to find. It's a very sought after phone. A lot of collectors looking for these. We get calls on them all the time. We're going to do some final checks on this telephone. I'm going to go ahead and ring it. I'll let that go a couple times. Let it go one more. Dial tone. And I'm going to show you the retractable here. And it's best to take these phones, since they always seem to break a couple of inches down or so from on the handset cord. Basically the best way to do this is just pick the phone up, bring it straight out. It's pretty obvious that if you keep doing this, you're going to wear the cord out again. And on a phone like this, you don't want to, you know, you want to try to keep from breaking that cord again, because you just aren't going to find the parts for it. And so the best way to pick it up would be straight out, and that would be probably the best thing to do. And we also had to go into the hook switch. The spring on the hook switch was pretty weak, and over time what happens is this plastic warps. And you don't always, it doesn't warp always enough to notice it by, you know, with your eye, but the plastic will warp a little bit. And with the spring being a little weak and the plastic being a little bit warped, we had to go in and put a new spring on the hook switch. And so that was all taken care of, and we showed that in an earlier video, the inside of the telephone and everything to do with that. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to dial some numbers. And I'm going to speak into the handset. And you see that red light on the analyzer? That light is an indicator of 100% modulation when I transmit. Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know it has good modulation and transmit, and we know it has dial tone, and we know it has receive. So let's do this. Let's take the telephone and put it into a regular line, and we'll call, like, say, a time and temp number.
information online anytime at Offenberg.com. Today is Monday, February 14th. The time is 1:27. Current temperature at 59 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Cooler today, partly cloudy skies with highs around 50. Colder tonight, mostly clear, lows around 30. Partly cloudy.
Okay, so we know that everything is, dial tone again. We know everything is working here with the telephone, and I wanted to bring this this little protective adapter that comes out for the handset cord. I really wanted to make it longer and put kind of a little half loop in it, or half circle, just because of the fact that it helps protect the cord a little bit. But you have the cover here that you have to worry about, so that can only come out so far. And for what we had to work with, it didn't turn out too bad. So it turned out pretty good for what we had to work with. And it's about the best you're going to get it with what's going on with the telephone. And as difficult that it is to repair a modular handset cord for these, on these retractable cords. So what we'll do here is I'll put it back over into the analyzer, and we'll do one final check. I'll go ahead and ring it again. Let that go one more time. There's your dial tone. I'm going to go ahead and dial the numbers again. And end in a 2. We'll go ahead and speak into the telephone. Hello, 123-456. 123-456. So you can see that the indicator on the analyzer when I transmit, that it's got 100% modulation. So we know that the telephone is working and it's in good shape now. And basically, I like to check these phones out quite a bit before they go out. And since this had a handset problem with the cord, you know, I want to make sure that everything's going to work out just fine. So whenever you're answering the phone or using it, try to pull it straight out as opposed to this way. And that won't put such a kink in the line or a bend in the line, and it'll work out a lot better for you. Anyway, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.